2025 has been an absolutely amazing year for the Hidden Gibbon. When I started out my channel, all I did was upload some gameplay videos from my spell table games. And now I'm doing daily deck tech videos where I have folks sending in viewer requests, which has been the most amazing thing ever. We have 900 subscribers, regular commenters, and my passion for this game is bigger than ever. When I first started this channel, I had talked to my wife, Danae, and, I needed kind of like a hobby and an outlet because my work is very stressful, get stressed out at work and stuff. And, I told her, I'm like, I think I might just like play some Magic games and upload it. She encouraged me to, and still just encouraging me to upload and things like that. And now we have Mitch, who has joined the channel for some CEDH text and commentary, and he would love to do more where it's him and I discussing topics and doing more of that. And that's been a wonderful thing. To have one of my friends join me on this journey has been really, really awesome. And 2025 has been really, really great. There are some of you out there who comment on a lot of videos. Hellheart, I know you're out there. I know you watch the stuff. Thank you for all of your care and support, and I love our back and forth. And, maybe someday I'll do another Sundial Dawn Tyrant deck tech for you. But, we've had a great start. We've had a wonderful start. 900 subscribers as of when I made this video, and that I would have never imagined that. I thought that I was just going to upload stuff. It was going to be as just like a simple little thing off into the void, just stuff I could watch my old gameplay, roast myself for being a terrible Magic player. And then, with the deck tech starting up, we got a following, and it was really awesome. And I want this to always remain a place where folks feel welcome, that I give off warm energy, that folks know that if there's nowhere else in the Magic community that they feel welcome and accepted, come on over to the Hidden Gibbon. I got you. Now for 2026, looking forward into 2026. Gonna try to change some things up, keep some things the same, and see what we can do here. So we're going to have some more discussion videos. I ran a little poll asking if people wanted to hear more discussion videos, and it sounds like folks do. So what I'm going to try to do is do at least 2 a week, not sure what days they'll be on, where I talk about topics that are near and dear to my heart. Sometimes it'll be current events from Magic the Gathering, but I promise you I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of Magic drama because I'm sure it exhausts you as much as it exhausts me. Sometimes it might, but for the most part, I want to talk about wholesome topics, things from my heart. A lot of those won't be scripted. Most of my stuff isn't scripted because, fun fact, I have a lot of social anxiety, and for some reason, when I read off of like a rigid script, I start stuttering and doing a whole bunch of things. It's just a mess. So it's just better for me to ad-lib. We're going to settle on what days to do for those, like I said, topics that are near and dear to my heart, topics that I hope are near and dear to everyone who watches them. We're going to keep, chugging along with daily deck techs. One change I am going to make for my own sanity is that when I get a bunch of viewer requests, I had a lot of videos scheduled in advance and then just, piled a viewer request on top of it. So sometimes there were 2 deck techs per day. I'm going to switch that up. So no matter what, unless there's an extenuating circumstance, we're going to stick to 1 deck tech per day. And if there's a viewer request, we'll get that done. And that will just take the place of the episodic deck tech for that day. I think that's not a huge issue. I don't think anybody's going to be too upset by that. But we are going to continue with daily deck techs. Something I would like to do in 2026 is if any of you out there have your deck lists on Moxfield or Archidect, if you want to see your deck featured as a deck tech, drop it in the comments down below or send me an email. The hidden Gibbon email is on the channel. You can always send an email with that, with a primer and what it's about. If you need help with your deck, if something's just not working right, again, send me your list on Moxfield. I'm never going to roast your deck or anything like that. I'm going to legitimately try to help you out and make it so you can have some more fun and just really uplift what all of you have built inside of Commander. That is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I think that is also a way to help me build upon my goal of creating that caring and open community where we all can, just really share in the love of Magic the Gathering. We're going to do some more videos with Mitch. Like I said, he really wants to do some more discussion stuff, so we're going to be doing that. Maybe if I can convince a few of my other friends, we can get them in on guests. Lord knows we are too small for collaborations at this point. Oh, man. And then, I'm just going to keep chugging along. Sitting here in my basement office with my display cases, which, you know what? Bonus points to anybody who can identify anything in my display case back there. Bonus points there. We're going to count this as a little nugget to see who's watching. And then one last thing. So it has been and always is really hard for me to self-promote or self-advertise on the channel. I'm sure you have noticed the very few times that I have sort of said that you could subscribe or and stuff like that comes off as very awkward. And that's because I feel really, really guilty. I don't know why. I'm weird. I have this very strange set of moral codes of ethics. And so it's very hard for me to ever ask for people to like or subscribe and things like that. It's just very hard for me. I think it's imposter syndrome and stuff like that. But one thing that I did not advertise for, and this is probably going to be about the only time you're going to hear me talk about it, is I did start memberships for the channel. Very small. Do not ever feel obligated to join a membership. And I will tell you all right now, there will never ever be content, video content, gate kept by memberships. That will never happen. I am a working class individual. I believe in having information readily accessible to everyone. My personal beliefs and my politics dictate that gatekeeping behind monetary means is just not morally correct. That's also part of the reason I didn't advertise. But I do have memberships on YouTube now, and so the first one I tried to do as low and affordable as possible, because I understand from somebody who's a working class individual, it is hard for me to ever be able to justify somebody paying to support me. So we have the Sneaky Gibbon at $1.99. There's a custom emoji, which is the little hidden Gibbon icon there, and it's got the standard loyalty badges that YouTube has. I will always shout out members or have a big thing for them at the end of every video, or maybe at the start of the video. I have to figure that out because we don't have any yet. And then this is the only thing that is kind of locked away, is we do have member only polls. So the way I see it is somebody is willing to do that bit by paying $1.99 for something, then I want to be able to gather their input, right? Those are folks that, I feel that's the respect due. So some member only polls, maybe discussing what type of topics to do, that sort of thing. And then we have the Friendly Gibbon at $3.99 per month, and those folks have all of the same access points that the Sneaky Gibbon does. It's just that you also get to free early access to all videos. Now, like I said, no videos are locked exclusively to members, but this way, if you want to watch something early, say you're taking a trip and you're you know what, I'm going to watch this stuff early, that's there for you. Again, never feel any pressure whatsoever, and this channel will always remain community focus first, love of Magic first. It's never going to be about money. The money that I would get from this, I'm going to be perfectly honest for you, is probably to help me pay for the Canva subscription that I have, that I pay for every month, where I do some of my video editing, things like that. And then if it gets big enough, I would love to give back to the folks that subscribe and stuff by being able to build some budget decks and give them out and stuff. But who knows? That's for, down the line, right? And, we're at 900 subscribers. It would be so awesome to see us hit that 1,000 mark. I have tried to avoid things like clickbait, super hype, things like that. We did have one viral video where I was very mad, but other than that one video, I tried to not do like the drama or anything like that. I believe in a very slow and steady growth rate where folks can subscribe to me if they feel I've earned it, right? Like I said, I'm very odd with my morals, but that's where I'm sitting. And my big goal. So here's my super, super big goal for my channel, long term. Or two. One, I want to be a community that is known for being caring, kind, and accepting of everybody who loves Magic the Gathering. No matter what, no matter where you come from, socioeconomic status, whether you're from a disenfranchised community, a marginalized group, I want you to know that you have a place and always will have a place at my table and in my pod. I that is the core of my being. I love people. I have a hard time interacting with people because of social anxiety, but I love people, and I just Magic's done a lot for me, and maybe I can add my small bit to pay it forward. And then the second thing, this is the really lofty goal. This is the pie in the sky goal. Is I'm a big history nerd, right? So I would love if my channel became like the Library of Alexandria for Magic the Gathering Commander deck decks. And I just want, and that's not for hubris, that's not for clout, anything like that. I just want to be the biggest resource possible so anyone, anywhere can find any commander that they've ever wanted, and they can find a video deck tech of it, and then they can hop over to the Moxfield, and then there it is in just a sea of deck techs and deck lists where folks can just look at it and get the ideas, so that way like a good starting point, a good jump point, or if they want to copy it exactly, that's cool too. Just I want to be that massive resource that is available where somebody's like, man, I wonder how I'm gonna build, Wan Shi Tong All Knowing. I'm really trying, but I don't know what to do. Well, I know that the Hidden Gibbon probably has a deck tech on it. Let's go look. Or Zoo Ifit, or Toph, or Angus Mackenzie, or Cao Cao, or any commander out there. That is my big goal, to be the largest, deck tech library on YouTube. And I'm gonna chug forward on this. Hopefully with all of your support. Let me know if that is an unrealistic goal and if I am just out of my goddamn mind. But that is my goal. So I want to thank you all for all of the care, love, and support that you have shown me since June. I cannot express in words how much it has meant. And this isn't some fake YouTube like, oh yeah, thank you all. No, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. For the folks that know me personally, that watch, some of my friends watch this, they know what kind of person I am, and they know how much I care and love people, and how much at the core of my being, want to help people. And so I want to thank you all so very much for all your support. Sorry, I'm like tearing up. I get very emotional very easily. But I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and let's make 2026 the greatest year ever in Magic. Have a great day.